Thank you for being here with me this morning. TikTok, again, we're a little behind the eight ball, but I'm here. I'm here. So, hi, YouTube. How are you? I'm glad that you guys are here too. Welcome in. How's your day been so far? This is Monday. It's like, okay, back to the grindstone, back to doing whatever it is that we have to do for the full week, right? So, but for us, this is Motivational Monday. Motivational Monday. And I want to talk to you about why and how ownership changed everything for me. So come on in. Let me know you're coming in from. Say hi. Hit that screen. Send me those hearts and loves and get over here on YouTube and give me some comments and let me know how you're doing. So one thing I'm learning right now, after a lifetime of working hard and doing things the hard way, is that security doesn't come from depending on someone else for your paycheck. Have you found that out yourself? Have you found that out yet? But it does come with ownership, because then it can't be taken away from you. It can't just vanish like it tends to do sometimes. So I wish somebody had explained all this to me before I had so much of my life taken away. And that's what I'm here to help you guys, so that if you're doing something that is not in your heart and that is not consistent and dependable, that you have control over, if it's something that you're depending on someone else to send you that income, just know it may not always be there, because I found that out the hard way. Absolutely. And I wish someone had told me this before. And if you're here, you've worked hard, you've been loyal, you sacrificed all your time from your family or your peace, this conversation, this live is for you, and you're going to love it. So today is Motivational Monday, and I'm going to talk about the one thing I learned about blank right now is blank. I want you to fill in the blanks for me on that when we get through with this, because I'm sharing how digital ownership changed everything for me, which I was totally shocked about. That I had no idea that's what I wanted. That's what I was going to go toward, and that would actually give me my life back. It was kind of like, no, that's not in my thinking. That's not in my wheelhouse. I don't even want to do that. But it turned out that I did. So come on in. Tell me where you're coming in from. How is your day? It's beautiful here in South Texas, in the Houston area. Sun shining bright, gorgeous. Everything's just ginning along. Are you just ginning along? I hope so. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to follow up from our live that we did yesterday on Sunday. I ask you a question, and I ask you, what are you grateful for this week? I asked you that yesterday. If you didn't catch that live, it's over full on the YouTube channel. But you can catch up with me anytime. So what are you grateful for this week? That was my question for you yesterday. And I told you I was going to check back with you today. So the second part of that question is, what do you need to reset before Monday comes? Maybe it's releasing pressure, or maybe it was simplifying your plan, or just giving yourself permission to do, here's the catchword, less. Giving yourself permission to do less. It's kind of like, oh my goodness, how can I do that? So how did you do with that question from yesterday? I'm just curious. Let me know in the comments. Glad that you're here. Welcome in. Let me know where you're coming in from. And if you're even in the States, and if it's Monday morning for you, like it is here for me, it could be Tuesday morning, it could be Monday evening, because we're global. We go all over the world. And that's what I love about this online business. It's global. I just see one of my big cats in the front yard, in the backyard now. So let me tell you right now, me, squirrel, okay? Squirrel. So if you don't know me, I'm Madeline, a Texas mama, grandma of three. And I started searching for ways to make money online that was easy. And maybe digital. I really wasn't sure what digital was, but I know I was stressed, I was overwhelmed, and I was frustrated for looking for something to help me in my retirement. And it took me a long, long, long time to get here. A lot of painful looking, a lot of losing money, a lot of trying and started all kind of different systems, programs, platforms that just didn't ever work out. They just didn't, it just kept sucking money out of me monthly, 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 monthly. Do this, pay for this monthly if you want to keep it. Have you been there? You got to keep paying monthly to keep doing something. Even though the something wasn't working, you still had to keep paying monthly and keep your fingers crossed that you had it figured out so that it would work for you before the next month's payment. For me, it never worked. So most of my retirement went to that. And so finally, Spirit nudged me and said, "You've been asking. Why don't you take a look at this?" And he led me to the legacy builders. And I thought, yeah, I'm not so sure. But then I thought, well, if I'm being nudged to it, I need to take a peek at it. I need to at least take a look at it. And I did. And this, what happened was I found an easy to follow class and program with a done for you system that actually showed me how to make money online with digital marketing. And I've never looked back since. And you know, the most important reason why I bought it one time, I bought whichever level I wanted to come in at one time. I paid for the website fee one time. I don't have monthlies for any of it. I don't have monthly for the training. I don't have monthly for the website fee. I don't have monthly to stay current in the community. Monthlies are gone away, and I don't have to pay for advertising because we learn all that. I've learned all that here in the training that I purchased. It was like, okay, so what I do now is I come here to share with you what I've learned and discovered from being on this digital online ownership journey with a wish and a hope that maybe, just maybe, something that you hear from me will spark something in you, and you might just want to take a look at it. Just because you take a look at it doesn't mean you have to have it. Doesn't mean you have to put any money in to take a look at it. It's free to take a look at. So if you have any questions or comments, drop them in here in YouTube and here in TikTok, so I can look at them and see them. And I'm so glad that you're here. And if it'd be so kind of you to hit the screen here on TikTok, so our new TikTok owners and algorithm stuff will know that I'm here, that we're here doing some good work. And same with you guys over here on YouTube. Now, I don't know if what changed in TikTok has affected YouTube any, but I don't think it has, because YouTube has seemed to be pretty basic, pretty consistent, and pretty straight on. Now, TikTok has been up and down, up and down, up and down. So hopefully this has balanced itself out now a little bit on TikTok. So welcome, come on in. I'm glad that you're here. And let me ask you a question for today. Now, I asked you one for yesterday that you thought about. So today is the one thing I'm learning about blank right now is blank. It's a good question, isn't it? So think about this, and by the end of our life today, I bet you'll have something to fill it in. And I'll ask you again in case you want to write it down. One thing I'm learning about blank right now is blank. Yeah, think on that. Work toward that because it's going to be great. So let's get going. I have a lot to cover today. So I had a moment and a real wake up call when I finally understood something that shook me, really shook me, because I'm 76 now. Yeah, I'm in my mid 70s. So I've done what I've always done all my life until I discovered this program. And I realized that I didn't actually own anything that I had been working so hard to build. I didn't own anything, had no control at all. I was essentially a contractor when I worked for MLM and affiliate marketing stuff. And I've tried it all. And I bet you have too. Over and over and over, tried it all. And I was essentially a contractor working inside someone else's system to make someone else money for the small percentage that I got. And then I saw how quickly that could change. You're working. Maybe you're going to your 9 to 5. You have a good steady job. Do you know that can change quickly? Plans change. Structures change. Businesses close. No warning. We've been through that harshly, and there's still a lot of them struggling to get back, aren't they? Decisions get made that you have no say on because you're just working for somebody else. You're just putting time and hours to hopefully get your money. And then when they shut everything down and you have this bank load of things that you've done that they're supposed to pay you on, and they don't because there's nothing there, you're like a bird, baby bird kicked out of the nest with nothing, no safety net, no safety net. So in the moment that hit me, everything that I had poured my time and heart into could disappear in a nanosecond. Have you come to that awakening yet? I bet some of you have. I bet you have. And then I thought about all the hours I had given, all the life that was sucked out of me, and all the stress that caused all my different problems with my health and my illness. And it's like all the sacrifices, and then the time I spent away from my family and doing the things that I love to do. And I remember thinking, I can't keep doing this. That's when I started searching. And that's when Spirit said, you've been asking, take a look at this. And it's not because I'm lazy, and because it's just because I wanted real freedom. Now, what does that word mean? That's a catchphrase, catch-all word, but it means a lot to a lot of us that are in the middle of all of the being another, what's it? A cog in the wheel, on and on and on. So I wanted more time. I wanted peace, less stress, absolutely less stress. As an empath, stress is our killer. And I want something that couldn't be taken away overnight. I wanted something that I could depend on. If I lost it, it would be my fault, not somebody else's fault that I had no control over it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you guys. And at the same time, I had another belief still holding me back. You got lots of beliefs holding you back, don't you? I thought I didn't have enough time to start something new. I was just stressed to the max. Where could I ink out a little more time? What do they say? You can't get blood out of a turnip. It's the same with when you don't feel like you have enough time to do something new. And if you're thinking that's right now for you, I understand. Oh man, do I understand. I was overwhelmed, stressed, running on empty until I wasn't running anymore. And I felt like I was on that hamster wheel, always busy, but never getting ahead. So I hope makes sense to you. I hope it is. And if you're just joining, come on in, comment where you're coming in from. Welcome in. I'm glad that you're here. I'm Madeline, Texas mom of 3, grandma of 3, that was stressed, overwhelmed, and frustrated, looking for something to help me in my retirement. And I don't know if you're in your retirement, if you want to retire, but can't, or retiring now and really, really budgeting all the time. How well is that budgeting working for you? Because when you have a set income, like most of us retirees do, when you have a set income and then expenses go up, but your set income doesn't, you're up a creek without a pedal. You're searching, you're stressed, you're looking. So today, I'm all about Motivational Monday. This is Monday, Motivational Monday. And I'm sharing how ownership changed everything for me. Now, don't be really, really freaked by that word ownership. You don't have to be. This is perfect for empaths and the super sensitives and my heart-led entrepreneurs. Truly, truly is. And if you missed the first part of this and you want to see this whole live that we've gone through, you can catch it over on my YouTube channel. And that link is up in the bio. Because I'm streaming the same time on YouTube that I am on TikTok. Now, this is what I love about both of you at the same time. TikTok here, YouTube here. TikTok, once I get off, it goes away. YouTube, once I get off, it's there. It stays there. And I learned all those neat things by going to this class and studying this training in the Legacy Builder. And I thought, okay, maybe because I wanted to do it. I've always wanted to do it. I just didn't know how. And it gave me the how. It gave me the steps, easy to follow steps, and the how. So if you're with me, just hit the screen for me, send some likes, send some love. Follow me here on TikTok, follow me here on YouTube, or subscribe. Then you'll know next time I go live, which is every day. I try to go live every day at 9 a.m. And I try to give us something that helps us to grow and learn how to make money, an easier way to make money. So, and if you have to hop off here, it's fine too. You can catch the whole thing over on YouTube, or just go ahead and go to the link in my bio, drop your email in there, and you'll get all the information that I'm working on briefly touching on for you here in this live. So let's get back to it, okay? So I learned something that completely changed how I see business. Now, I've always worked for corporate, so I could only see stuff one way, and I had my own businesses too. So that was a certain way that I could only blinders on. You got blinders on how you see business? Well, I learned a new way to see business. It's called automation. Automations. I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. How does that work? So, and no, I'm not tech savvy. I can get around on a computer, but I am sure not tech savvy because that's the pieces that didn't ever connect for me before. And I didn't know how to launch anything online because that's the pieces that never connected for me before. But then what I had was this step-by-step blueprint that showed me everything exactly what to do. And I went, where has that been? I could have used that years ago when I was spending all my money trying to figure it out on my very freaking own. Sometimes you do that because you're used to being on your own. You're a strong-willed, powerful woman and don't like to be told what to do. But sometimes you got to follow the steps, follow what you're being told what to do. And guess what? When you do it with the right platform, the right program, the right product, it works. I'm like, shock upon shock. So let me show you how this works. Let me see if I can get this for you. I wanted to show you right quick. Here is the surprise that absolutely delighted me the most. I'm hoping I can get to it for you because I got here before I was ready for it. Yeah, here it is. So when I discovered how I could automate my business, and it works for you 24/7, you guys, I never heard the word no. I never had to bother. Watched it, can't do a thing with it. Bother friends and family. And it was pre-built, ready to go. So here's how it works. When I say, if you go to the link in my email, you'll see the link, Loving My Daily Pay, takes you here to my website. This is my website. You can see, it's picture me. And what happens when somebody puts their email in here, when they put their email in here, right here, the moment they put their email in, they're immediately taken to a video that gives them all the information. All the information. That's the part that I just love. When somebody's going through the automation system, watching the videos, getting all of their questions answered, I'm able to spend time with my family and I'm able to do more creative stuff online. And literally, I just have the time to do what I want to. And this was set up for me. This was given to me. So while this is happening on its very own, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I'm free. I'm free. I'm free to rest. I'm free to create. I'm free to be with my family. And I'm free to live however I want to live my life. Is that not a breath of fresh air? Don't you love that impasse? It's kind of like, oh, yes, this is what I've always been looking for. You own it. The best part is when somebody puts their email in and they watch all the videos and get all their questions answered, and then decide to purchase what you're sharing with them of the products that you're sharing, you get 100% of the profit. There's no little bit like MLM or affiliate marketing, because why? It's ownership. You own it. 100% of the profit direct to you. So someone sensitive like me, that kind of support is everything. No chasing, no convincing, no bothering friends or family, never having to hear no from anyone. The system does all the explaining and you get your life back. That's what digital ownership looks like. It's super simple to set up because, like I said, I'm not techie at all. There's no grinding harder, but building something that works for you even when you're not working. That's what gave me breathing room. And that's what I hope you get from this whole life today. So I followed the blueprint that helped me make money from little tiny pockets of my day. And again, if you want to check that out, just you can comment blueprint in here and I'll send you the link where you'll see my website. You'll see this and you'll just put your email in there. You'll get the video, answers all your questions. You'll get the blueprint. You'll also get a separate little surprise gift from me that I've attached to this because I learned how to do that. Could never do that before either. I just am so thrilled at what I'm learning in here that I never could master before. So, my friends, it's no pressure. Look whenever you feel like you want to. So, here's my question that I gave you guys earlier. The one thing I'm learning about blank right now is blank. Did you come up with something yet? I know this is really, really short today, super short today, but I wanted to get on here with you guys and give you some motivation, some inspiration, and give you some heads up about really having ownership instead of working for someone else and not being able to be sure that your steady income is there from someone else. You can't depend on someone else to take care of you. You can depend on you. You can depend on you. So when you start your own online business, you have digital, your ownership is yours because it's your own business and you're making 100% profit of everything that you sell. Hello. As long as you show up and do your 2-hour income earning activity that I talked about yesterday, I think it was, maybe it was yesterday or the day before, but we'll go over it again. We'll go over all of it again. So don't worry if you missed it. So let me leave you with this before I jump off. I know I came on late, but I'm not going to be here long. Let me leave you with this. A lot of times with us empaths and us super sensitive and heart-led entrepreneurs, and even us busy people, busy people, waiting feels safe. Waiting feels safe, yes? But waiting doesn't create ownership. Waiting does not create ownership at all. And I had to ask myself, and I'm going to ask you, because I had to ask myself this. You have to ask yourself hard questions, don't you? And sometimes you're just not prepared for that, but you need to ask yourself hard questions. If I keep doing what I was always doing, what would actually change? What would actually change? Good question. So I've left you with 2 questions. If you keep doing what you've always done, what will actually change? And your other question, I have it up here, was a good question. Well, it's an important question. I wanted to remind you of it. Here. The number one thing I'm learning about what right now is what? I hope you say the number one thing I'm learning about working for someone else right now is ownership. I hope you're learning that. So, my friends, you don't have to decide on anything today at all. Not at all. You don't have to stay stuck either, though. You deserve time. You deserve control. You deserve something that supports you. You deserve to have your life the way you want it to be. Absolutely, you deserve that. And if you don't have, and when you don't have to figure it out alone, how to make money online, isn't that awesome? And when you know that you have ownership where your money will come straight to you, no matter if you're working for that other place and they shut their doors, at least you have a plan B, backup plan that you've started today. Start it today, get it going, and then you're making what you're doing from your plan A, and then you're making extra from your plan B until plan B starts to give you more than what you got from plan A. How about that? Something else to think about. I like to give y'all motivational Monday questions to think about. So, my friends, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you were here. It was quick and short for sure, but I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow for Tell It All Tuesday. Wonder what we're going to cover on Tell It All Tuesday. Give me suggestions here, and we'll see what happens, okay? Love you now. See you tomorrow. Bye, TikTok. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow. And YouTube, thank you so much for being here, and see you guys tomorrow too. Bye for now.